You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Jim Rohn. I. Introduction, approx. 500 words. Jim Rohn's famous quote is more than a catchy phrase. It's a reflection of deep human psychology, social influence, and behavioral science. At its core, it argues that our lives, our beliefs, habits, mindset, success, and even happiness are profoundly shaped by the people we consistently engage with. It's a wake-up call to consciously examine our inner circle and make deliberate choices about the company we keep. This principle isn't about blindly copying others or cutting people off at random. It's about understanding how subtle, repeated exposure to specific behaviors and attitudes shapes our decisions, actions, and ultimately, our identity. This quote touches on a timeless truth. We become like the people we spend time with. Over time, without even realizing it, we mirror their expectations, values, communication styles, and standards. This idea resonates across cultures, disciplines, and centuries, from ancient proverbs to modern neuroscience. Troaku, the psychology of influence, approx. 800 words. 1. Social contagion theory. Humans are wired for mimicry. From childhood, we model those around us. This doesn't stop in adulthood. The social contagion theory suggests that emotions, habits, and behaviors are contagious. If your 5 closest companions are disciplined, goal-oriented, and optimistic, chances are you will adopt similar traits. If they're complacent or negative, you may slowly align with that energy. 2. Mirror neurons. Neuroscientific studies show that our brains contain mirror neurons, which fire both when we perform an action and when we observe someone else performing it. This means that simply observing the actions, tone, or mindset of others can retrain our brain. In essence, proximity equals programming. 3. Emotional regulation. Through relationships, we are not emotionally isolated. Our nervous systems sync with those we spend time with. That's why we feel drained around toxic people and energized around positive ones. This is known as co-regulation, and it plays a significant role in our mood, stress response, and decision-making. Third, the 5 people principle in real life, approx. 900 words. 1. Career and ambition. If you're surrounded by high achievers who constantly strive for excellence, you're likely to raise your own standards. If your circle consists of those who settle for the minimum, that too becomes your baseline. This is why networking is so emphasized in business, not just for opportunities, but for calibration of mindset. 2. Health and fitness. Spend time with people who prioritize fitness, and you'll naturally begin to question your own habits. It becomes easier to adopt a healthy lifestyle when it's normalized within your group. Conversely, if your group dismisses wellness or overindulges, you may slowly adopt those norms without resistance. 3. Financial habits. Our views on money, saving, investing, spending, are shaped by conversations and behaviors we witness daily. If your circle avoids financial education or indulges in poor habits, you're likely to mirror that. However, spending time with financially literate individuals can lead to better fiscal discipline and mindset shifts. 4. Mindset and belief systems. This is the most subtle but powerful domain. If you're surrounded by pessimists, you start seeing the world through a cloudy lens. If you're with optimists who focus on solutions rather than problems, you'll learn to process setbacks as opportunities. 5. Personal identity and self-image. Our self-concept is largely a reflection of how others see us. Encouraging friends who hold you accountable help you believe in yourself more. Dismissive, sarcastic, or jealous friends may cause self-doubt or stagnation. 4. Case studies and famous examples. Approximately 700 words. 1. Entrepreneurs and business leaders. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger famously credit each other for refining their thinking. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak pushed each other to greatness. Surrounding themselves with sharp, driven minds allowed them to amplify their individual talents. 2. Athletes. Elite athletes often train together. Kobe Bryant trained with Michael Jordan and absorbed his work ethic. Serena Williams practiced with top-tier athletes even as a child. Their environments elevated their baseline. 3. Personal stories. Many people who undergo significant life transformations overcoming addiction, rising from poverty, breaking generational patterns, often cite one pivotal shift: changing the people around them. Support groups, new mentors, or a like-minded community often become the foundation for transformation. Why 5? Approximately 400 words. Jim Rohn didn't randomly choose the number 5. It's not about the number itself. Some people may be influenced by 3, others by 10. But 5 is a manageable, symbolic number that represents your inner circle. These are the people whose opinions you value, whose behaviors you witness regularly, and whose influence is consistent. Think of them as inputs. Just like a recipe, if 5 ingredients go into the pot, they'll determine the taste. The more dominant an ingredient, a person's influence, the more it shapes the final dish, your life. 6. Self-assessment. Who are your 5? Approximately 500 words. Ask yourself, who do I spend the most unfiltered time with? Do they inspire or drain me? What are their habits, values, and goals? Are they aligned with the kind of person I want to become? This isn't about judgment. It's about honest reflection. Some people lift you up, some hold you in place, others may unintentionally drag you down. Then ask, who would I like to spend more time with? Who challenges me, makes me think bigger, live healthier, and grow? Remember, it's not always about physical proximity. In today's digital world, you can surround yourself with thought leaders, online mentors, or communities who virtually influence you every day. 37. How to level up your circle, approx 600 words. 1. Audit your current circle. Do this without emotion or guilt. Simply observe who adds value, who consistently creates drama or distraction. 2. Limit negative influence. You don't always need to cut people off, but you can limit access. Protect your time and mental space. 3. Seek new associations. Join mastermind groups, attend workshops or events, follow value-driven influencers, join clubs, gyms, book clubs, or creative circles. 4. Be the person you want to attract. You attract what you reflect. If you want disciplined friends, be disciplined. If you want kind and ambitious people, embody those traits first. Eat. The shadow side. Avoiding misinterpretation. Approx. 400 words. Some people take this quote to mean, only hang out with rich, successful people. That's not the point. The principle is about alignment, not elitism. Are the people you spend time with growth-minded? Do they call you forward into purpose? Do they hold you to your highest potential? Also, beware of using this philosophy to devalue or discard long-standing relationships. Family, old friends, or partners may not match your every ambition, but if they love, support, and ground you, they still have value. Balance is key. 9. Integration. Living the quote, approx 500 words. To truly embody this quote, treat it like a life compass, not a one-time decision. Revisit it regularly. As your goals evolve, so should your influences. Life seasons change. You'll outgrow some relationships. You'll find mentors in unexpected places. Start by answering, who are my 5 now? Who do I want them to be a year from now? What kind of person do I need to become to attract them? Be intentional, be proactive, be kind but firm with your energy. Conclusion, approx 400 words. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with is not a rigid rule. It's a mirror. It reminds us that our environment is not passive. It shapes us every day. If we want better lives, we must build better rooms. If we want to grow, we must plant ourselves in fertile ground. Whether you want to be more focused, courageous, healthy, or fulfilled, the people around you are either watering that seed or starving it. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be aware. As Jim Rohn also said, if you don't like how things are, change it. You're not a tree. Start with your circle. That's where the change begins.